And I think we decided we were going to talk about making shit, and we really did get specific for each one of us, what our individual goals are, and I'll speak on their behalf. I was sitting with two extremely giving people that most of what they do is give and inspire other people. So I think sort of what came up was how to refill each of their reservoirs and just to give themselves that gift. So that was one thing that we talked about, and then we did want to, I think another thing that came out of it too is, as important and meaningful as all this talk is, it's so easy to have a week like this that is so inspiring and thoughtful and go home and feel really energized and then do nothing with it. And so we each just wanted to say something that we could do as a possible outcome of this. So Peg can use her lovely island home as a center for creative retreats that Jim could facilitate workshops at. And with the blog that I have about the creative process, it's kind of this little tree that's growing beyond my reach of people, so I could gather all these people in this beautiful place and have a workshop. So that was, we just wanted to try to make something real out of what's a real possibility that could come out of a week like this that is potentially doable.
Yeah, there's a notion of both being tangible, like making stuff, which turns us on, and coming away from something like this, we're often, if we do this with businesses, it's often that they get high and then they just get flat.
Yep.
And there's some magic that we created this morning that sort of yearns to have form. We don't know what the form is yet, but we're noodling around with what those things could be. And speaking for Brenda's little magic, she's up to something very cool online around creativity and asking us what our process is, and as an expression of both design and her care of other people and being positive about things, you know, like what could that be? So that's the first version of that. Could there be 4 more? And could those versions turn into something tangible? And what does that mean to broadening a community of people? Because in fact, her community of people that are talking about their creative process is constantly broadening. And what a great place to swim around. You know, what a great soup that is. And does that become something more? So these are all very interesting things. And I was personally struck by Peg's presentation today, and we talked about this, and the place that she did it, and how appropriate that is for you, the person, standing there in that environment and being of that place, and the power of that, and what magic can you turn that into. So in many ways we were all asking for each other's support and for your support, because to make stuff into, you know, make these ideas, these sort of nascent, gee, we need to go in this direction and we're a bit stuck. How can we unstick each other and make it real? Some of it's support community and some of it's tangible stuff, and we're yearning to make that stuff. So we talked a lot about that. Yeah.
Tangible virtual stuff.
Tangible virtual stuff, right, I know. The new tangible isn't. My next
Blog
one.
site is your blog.
What's your name?
What's the URL? What's the blog site?
Fuel your process.
Fuel your process.
.com.
Y'all.
Fuel your process. Okay.
And anyone who wants to share their creative process is welcome to be out.
You'll be in good company.